Welcome to an Apple Jacks free episode of Movie Brothers.
Thank God for that.
We're leaving the snacks out of this episode.
And the terrible plastic crunch.
Wagon said it wasn't that bad when he was.
Oh, it was terrible. I don't know. Maybe he's using an advanced headset, but sound cancellation.
Yeah.
From my phone, I got a migraine from that garbage.
So you guys took away the Apple Jacks from me this time. Also, we have a guest this episode. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, Movie Bros, dedicated listeners out there.
Oh wait, actually, are we gonna go over this?
Movie.
Yeah, they're the movie hoes.
Oh, okay. Do we have a hoe fist as well?
Yeah.
Like, the hoe fist.
Yeah. 50 million subs in no time.
But I'm Big Lou, and you dedicated fans out there will know I was mentioned in episode 1. I am the very same Lou that has already made an appearance by mention only on this podcast. I'm excited to be here. It's my lifelong dream to be on a syndicated radio show. So let's get down to it. What are we talking about today, Mr. Kavanaugh?
Kong Skull Island and Logan.
The 2 best movies of the year, without a doubt.
Get out.
I need to
Yeah, I know. But what are we talking about first?
Let's talk about
Logan?
Kong Skull Island and just wrap it up in 5 minutes because it was so garbage.
I think we can go much deeper than that. You're
You know what?
selling it short, man.
It sounds like good
You would
garbage.
hear a quote from the movie.
Oh God.
Yeah.
They sound like birds, but they're ants. Legitimate quote straight out of
Okay,
John
okay,
C.
that's
Reilly's-
completely out of context. Though. In the situation, it made
He's
sense.
literally, okay, so John C. Reilly is sitting on a log with a black guy and an Asian girl.
Excuse you, token black guy, token Asian girl for the Hollywood diversity that needs to be present in all movies these days. Get your facts
Oh, I
straight.
want to talk about that in Logan too.
Okay.
But
It
anyway.
doesn't matter. But so there's these John C. Reilly and the 2 other people are sitting there, and there's and there's this noise, and he's like, "Those are the ants," and they're just like, "What?" He's like, "They sound like birds, but they're ants." And it was just and then they cut, and you never see the ants. And it was just
It's mention only.
what was the point of that?
See, true King Kong fans
You
know
should-
the classic ants.
See, that was just getting you on the edge of your seat for the suspense thrill ride roller coaster that movie was. You know, are there going to be giant ants coming along like they were giant spiders?
It was just
and
2 minutes left in the movie. It was literally there's ants, and then Big Kong finds the big guy.
But it sounds like what Independence Day Resurgence should have been. That's like what I've been thinking whenever I see the trailers. You didn't like it?
I hate, the more I think about it, the more I hate it. I
Like
had
Kong?
Yeah, I had so much fun in the theater because George kept making jokes. Just he's like, oh, let's see.
Now, which movie did you pay for? Did you
Kong
pay-
Skull Island.
Oh, why did you support that movie?
I know, and now I don't even have a Logan ticket stub. I just have
Oh.
Kong Skull Island.
Dude, I didn't realize that. I just gypped Logan. I
Yeah,
just
come on,
gypped
man.
Hugh
You
Jackman.
should have supported that, man.
Well, I mean, we can't by law. We didn't see Logan in the theater.
I was going to. I was going to do it because Evan Woodkey, the criminal that he is, uses the screen to the side. Like, that's how he got Get Out tickets. You know,
Oh yeah.
because he has a credit card. So, Mr. Woodkey, he's like, here's my card, and it's like one of those gift cards for I don't know where I'm going with this, but stop staring at me.
Okay.
All right.
You guys have nothing else
No,
about?
I want to ask Mr. Kavanaugh a few questions. What are some of your complaints about the movie since you've hated on it so
Awful.
much?
Literally the first scene was so bad. You know how they're pew pew. He missed all the shots, and then they're running like this. It was like a cartoon. The first scene was just, and then Kong puts his hands up, and you're like, oh, maybe this movie gets good. And he just looks at him, and then it's just awful CGI right there, and I'm just like, what is this movie?
I mean, even before that, we got no exposition on any of the characters. We're just, we're going into a Thai strip club. Oh, here's Tom Hiddleston. Here's Tom, former Royals Secret Air Service. He's like, what's he? Oh, he's a tracker. Oh, okay. He says there's millions of ways to die, and he signs on for half the money he wants. Okay. Then what was the photographer's exposition? What was her background?
No, she literally just got on the boat, and we're like, what? And then they made she's like, Mason's a girl, and then it's and did the credits scene seem 10 minutes long to you? The opening credits?
I don't remember. I was too excited to see the actual movie itself. I didn't pay attention.
So the Asian guy tries to kill John C. Reilly when he's like young. Or whatever. And then Kong comes up and he's like,
Spoiler.
oh, and it's like goes into his eye, Kong Skull Island, and then it goes through like from 1945 to 1973.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 20 minutes long of just names and like random flashes of stuff, and it's just like, I don't care.
Oh, so it is in 1973?
Yeah.
It should be good, like it.
Yeah, 78% certified fresh. Matthew, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Don't be a hater.
Let me
man.
see the reviews. Let me read them.
Let's see.
Let me see the top critic.
There's enough material out there to fuel a string of reboots, but the swing toward diminishing returns has already begun.
Ooh.
It's
What's a good one? What's a good one?
Creedence Clearwater Revival thrums on the soundtrack. Has any 70s movie managed to avoid it? But when the giant spiders start stomping, Vote Roberts earns the right to blast Run Through the Jungle.
Oh yeah.
That's a positive review.
Yeah. MTV.
There's nothing to do with the Oh.
Amy Nicholson,
I-
MTV.
Alright,
Yeah, she's on Screen Junkies.
So basically, they're saying the only redeeming quality of the movie was
Is the
playing
soundtrack.
overplayed Creedence Clearwater Revival songs.
The action and special effects are mostly first rate.
There we go. There we
And
go.
Who? Why does everybody keep talking about Vogue
It's
Roberts?
the director.
Who?
Maybe you didn't pay attention to the credits.
Sorry, alright, you're right. I was too busy focusing on the.
Dude, that's what I like to hear.
Alright.
Were you? What were you? Were you expecting anything out of the movie?
I was just expecting like it to be like at least mediocre. It had John Goodman was awful.
Oh, it was so bad seeing him in that role. It was terrifying.
He's like, I'm a scientist. I mean, there's been monsters for years.
It's depressing.
You were the most hyped out of the
Yeah,
group,
and it
though.
let me down. I think maybe that's why I think I was like, man, this is gonna be a fun action movie. And then I got 78% around Tomatoes. I was like, man, maybe it
It's
actually
gonna
will
be
be.
good.
And then
Did it?
it's not.
Did it put you to sleep? Because that's always
Yeah,
my.
I was about to
It
fall
did?
asleep. And then Brian
no.
like elbowed me. And I was
Are you
like,
telling me the riveting dialogue is not able to keep you awake?
oh, but then the thrilling combination of groups, you know,
Because I was-
intermingling and stuff.
Because I was gonna say if it doesn't put you to sleep, I'd say it wasn't a waste of money. That's like for real though.
Really, I
It's
got-
like Suicide Squad, and I never was bored by it because it was so laughably bad.
Yeah. Literally, I got in my jacket like this, and I started to crunch up in a
Oh.
ball. I was like, okay. Tell me when Kong fights the freaking big one.
No, but like Suicide Squad, they were like, "This is Katana. She kills the victims and sucks their soul." But it was funny. Like it's so bad looking back now, but I didn't feel like I wasted my money then. Like so, it felt like a waste of money then, or no?
No, it
My
was probably not a waste of money because I've got this feeling of anger inside me now. And then it made Logan look 100 times better. It made Logan look so much better.
That I'd probably agree with. If I saw it back to back.
What a good movie! Yeah, Logan was good.
So is that our segue?
It's Kong Skull Island. I'm not
Yeah,
talking about it anymore.
Sure. Logan better than Dark Knight. I've never. I mean, I've watched.
I'd agree with that statement.
I've watched Dark Knight 3 times, so I mean, I'm not like the expert on it,
Well, I
but
am, and it's not better.
this is our debate. Like, I thought Logan pacing was perfect.
Yeah.
There was never a dull moment in that movie.
True.
And
No, actually, the first 20 minutes were pretty dull.
what are you talking about?
He's just driving his cab.
Yeah, but
and
you
like,
see,
I don't care about this. Nah, okay.
That's-
it was
for me. Okay,
it was a
so
lot. They were cramming a lot of exposition in the first like 20 minutes. They showed you his seizures to like.
yeah,
to give you
it's
some-
just like that was like the cool part that like Logan, all the X-Men are dead,
Yeah, that. Yeah.
and like he's old. He's old as shit now.
Yeah.
Oh, bad. We'll keep it because we're setting new
I
boundaries
thought
for
this
the
was a
pod.
PG podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't serve this to my sister now. You said the
Oh,
S
wait.
word.
Kong Skull Island.
Oh, we're going back?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say one last thing. It gets away with a lot for being PG-13. Like, there's a scene where they rip, like, the intestines and the heart and, like, the lungs out of, like, this monster, and it just comes out and it's like, How
Oh,
is-
yeah.
yeah, that was, okay, back to, like, Logan. But, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
So I said, what was this in? Good pacing. Like I thought the first 20 minutes was cool because it shows that like nothing's left for this
There's,
X-Men
like, yeah,
program.
they're living
And
great.
he's driving freaking limousines now, and like I thought it was I thought it was really cool.
Did you like that first fight scene?
Dude,
that was good actually.
It sets the tone
right
right away.
He's getting beat and there's like nothing you can do. Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, and like in all the other X-Men movies, he stabbed someone with a freaking adamantium
Yeah, he
claw. It's
can
like
jump
no
across
blood,
the
no
room,
nothing.
yeah.
And right off the bat, you see this guy's blood spurt over like Saving Private Ryan, Normandy Beach.
That's what I thought too.
I literally.
It embraced the hard R.
I felt like I was like a grandpa because like I was just like cringing.
Were you literally shaking?
I wasn't shaking, but there's a few times where George looked over at me and he's like, was just like this, and like you were just like,
Yeah.
because oh my
Yeah.
god, like
I'm just checking the camera.
he could just like go like through the heads. and stuff.
that was a nice touch. No.
Justin. Yeah, you can upstick again if you want.
What'd you guys think of Caliban?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't clap like you can't.
Immediately after it ruined everything.
I'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Caliban.
You're tearing this podcast apart. I've never. I
didn't know who Caliban was.
I didn't either.
But then, was that like a? I don't want to say anything.
Speak your mind.
Yeah.
Well, it'll like I don't want to spoil it for people.
I thought this was a spoiler podcast.
Yeah, we can do spoiler podcast.
Put a disclaimer down.
Spoilers.
Most people,
Disclaimer.
Yeah, most people have seen it actually. Alright, but yeah, when they like exposed Caliban to the light and like I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah. I saw it coming though. I was like,
In the middle of the desert, no clouds, no.
Yeah. Like, so, are you like an avid comic book reader? Like, do you?
Not for Marvel, but Caliban was in some of the shows growing up, and we watched like the X-Men shows, but they really nerfed him. Like in the comics and in other forms of media, he has superhuman strength, and in top of tracking, he can sense people's fears and manipulate them. You know, kind of like a Scarlet Witch vibe. And then like to see him just reduced to like just like frail. I mean, he is frail, but he's superhuman. It's really contradictory. But to see him reduced this frail guy who's like just can't even take care of Charles, it's kind of sad. But at least it's exposure for a lesser known hero, which I guess is fine.
But that was kind of the point I thought that everybody is kind of run to the ground in this universe.
That's what I thought.
I mean, I guess just taking away the cooler parts of him, in my opinion. He's just a tracker. He's just a tracker. That's it. It's kind of weak, in my opinion, but it's still fine. Yeah.
So like he would have at the beginning when he's like, you're drinking a bunch, you aren't healing.
He's like a mom. He's like
yeah. So he would have he wouldn't have had to go through all this stuff. He would have just been like, if it was like
if it was comic book,
like,
TV Caliban, he would have just been in Logan's mind from the get-go, just manipulating him to make the right decision, which is a moral problem.
What is Caliban good guy in the comics, or is he a villain?
He goes back and forth a bit,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. Which, like I said, I'm not a Marvel guy as much as I'm a DC guy, so don't quote me on that, fans. don't source me.
See, that's like the beauty of this movie, though. I've never seen an X-Men movie. No, I've seen Days of Future Past. Not Days of Future Past. First Class.
Oh,
First Class is good.
Yeah.
That's the only one I've ever seen. Never read a page out of a comic book, and I
don't
thought
like X-Men either.
And I thought it was like I thought not one of the best movies I've ever seen, but it was great.
It's up there.
Yeah, that's what I look for, and I think I said this last time too, but like when a movie can stand by its own and you don't have to read the material and like you can just go into it blind, but it also because
you get like a few nods and winks.
Yeah. So it satisfies the X-Men virgins like me, but it also satisfies like the hardcore fans. That's the impression I'm getting from all the reviews.
Yeah, I'd say so. I just like the new trend Marvel's going, and first Deadpool and Doctor Strange. I don't think Kavanaugh likes that much.
And the more I think about it, the less I like it.
I mean, okay, I have a lot of problems with Doctor Strange, but I don't think now is the time, or like maybe no. You think so? Okay, first of all, the Ancient One. Okay.
Oh yeah, she was like nothing.
Whitewashed. No, not even that. Not even the character. Whitewashed. In every single depiction ever of Doctor Strange, the Ancient One is a smart old Asian guy, and the Hollywood, which preaches, equality and tolerance and diversification, gets the actor from Narnia, the White Witch, the literal White Witch, to play the Ancient One. It's like, here's a great opportunity to honor like Asian culture and knowledge and wisdom, and you put Tilda Swinton in there. Anyways, they made Mordor black, the black guy, Mordu.
I haven't seen it.
Oh God, what's it?
The guy who turns bad at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
They made him black. He's never been black. It's just stuff like that pisses me off a bit. But I like Doctor Strange. But I think that then again, because my bias is my favorite DC hero is Dr. Fate, and very similar to Doctor Strange. So I think that's probably
doctors.
because they're both like the mage, the mystical mage,
Yeah.
and dimension traveling, rune speaking mage. Anyways, but I think that's the bias. But I like Doctor Strange. But it was kind of sad, if you let me speak on a little bit, is that I saw an interesting comment on a YouTube video, is that in 2008, The Dark Knight and Iron Man were released, kind of side by side and only a month apart. And to see how terribly DC has fallen far from that. I mean, I like Dark Knight, obviously, his record already said it's a great movie, but the rest of the universe has just collapsed. And last episode, not last week's, but last episode's probably the time to talk about DC. But it's just sad to see, we were so excited, DC and Marvel, stuff that was only TV shows and comic books hitting the big screen, and now one's all the way up here making billions upon billions, the other one's in the dumps, resting the fate of its franchise on Wonder Woman's movie.
And that is not supposed to be good.
The more I think about it, though, I think Marvel is... Okay, it's not going to happen, right away, but...
It's on the way out?
No, yeah.
I think after Infinity War, they might just actually wrap up.
What?
Yeah.
Cab, they're making so much money from these.
Yeah, but...
I mean, what have we already got in the works? Black Panther,
Captain Marvel,
Thor Ragnarok's coming out later this year.
So
both Infinity Wars.
There's 3 this year, right? Spider-Man, Thor, Guardians.
Yeah. And next year's Black Panther.
Marvel movies 2017.
Isn't there going to be an Ant-Man
Guardians
2?
of the Galaxy Volume 2. Spider-Man Homecoming, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Captain Marvel, Untitled Avengers. So.
Yeah, they're not. They didn't make it part 1 and 2. They made it a new one.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Captain Marvel.
Oh, Ant-Man
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, okay, I think that'll be good.
That could be good, yeah.
Spider-Man Homecoming 2 already in the works.
Dude, I hope Spider-Man bombs.
What? Why?
Nothing will ever beat Tobey Maguire.
That's what George said at lunch, too.
Tobey Maguire is not a good Spider-Man.
I say he's a better Spider-Man than Andrew Garfield.
Well, that's not hard to beat. This Spider-Man's good. I think he's gonna be.
Doesn't come out yet.
He's in Civil War.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't like the impression I got of him from Civil War.
I'll
keep an open mind for you, Mr. Kavanaugh.
Thank you. I think it's gonna be good.
I get to watch Doctor Strange on the cruise this year, so.
Don't watch it.
Why?
It's not worth your time.
I get to hit all the Disney movies because I'm going on a Disney cruise, so I get to go Beauty and the Beast, Doctor Strange, Star Wars Rogue One. What else has come out by Disney the past year?
Moana.
Moana, yeah. Dude, I'm gonna everybody's getting their tan, and I'm in the movie theater filming the podcast just by myself.
Disney Movie Marathon Section 5, Moana.
Because they show them all the time. They just have them on rotation, the 6 past movies. But anyway, I heard Doctor Strange, was supposed to break the formula, and then it didn't.
I don't think he was ever supposed to break the formula.
I mean, it's an origin story. You can't really break this formula of an origin story.
I thought Logan did a great job of doing, to get back to the topic.
Breaking the formula?
Yeah. It went back to the cliches a few times, which I'm trying to think
I
of
don't
now.
think it did very much.
But yeah, the my favorite scene in the whole movie, when they stop at the
black people's house?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so sad. You can see it coming because you've seen it in X-Men movies. Have you seen X-Men Origins Wolverine, the first one, not the one in Japan?
Yeah, I have.
And he goes to the farmers' houses, and he gets the bike and jacket. The Klein farm family, they get obliterated by the forces.
Oh, so they've done that
Same
before.
thing with the black family. It's God, you can see this coming. It was so sad.
Spoiler, but when Professor Xavier died, he just put his fist on his chest and just...
Yeah, it was abrupt.
I thought it was a dream.
That's what I thought. I was like, this isn't real.
It's a dream sequence. Yeah.
And then, he had the short hair, and I was like, oh, this really isn't real. And then showed him, getting out of the truck, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that was...
I thought that was one of the best, just general movie scenes I've ever seen. Seriously, I don't know, but that'll stick in my mind forever. I guess they already did it, though. It sounds
after he gets the adamantium in his skeleton, he breaks out and goes and finds this farmhouse. They feed him, they clothe him, and then the old man, an old farmer, they're both an old couple, he gives Logan his son's bike and jacket, and as soon as Logan gets on the bike to leave, the troops, Stryker's forces just obliterate the house. It's sad.
Mm.
Oh,
but it's not sad because it's a terrible movie.
That was a sad scene, seeing the caring old loving farm couple who cared for this stranger arrive on the porch naked, shredded to pieces. That was sad.
I thought just, I don't know. There's a lot of thoughts going through my mind. I didn't really like the third act as much. It seemed very rushed. Because they get to the
Eden.
They get to Eden, and then they're like, "Let's go across the border."
Oh,
Like,
that was the plan.
yeah, I know, but I thought so. That's when it kind of got back to the cliches for me, at least, because you're introduced to all these 20 other kids,
Daniel.
and I'm like, okay, I thought it would have been cooler if we find out the kids are dead. They get to Eden, and it's just empty. And then Logan and whatever face Hispanic
Laura.
Yeah.
She was good.
Oh yeah,
She was really
great
good.
performance. She didn't really have to say anything for the first hour and a half.
As a kid actor can be.
Yeah.
Dude, when she was clawing that. Me and Andrew were talking about this in the parking lot. Whose parents lets their daughter make that movie?
Yeah.
Like money.
Yeah, I guess so. But like
How
Jackman
much
yelling,
does she get paid?
"Shut the f up!" right in her face. That actually, like, I don't, like fake laughs.
Oh.
Andrew, look up how much Andrew got paid.
Oh, do you need?
I don't want to get your internet right now. It doesn't matter.
Let's just tell the whole podcast my. Wait, what did
Just look up. Just search Google Logan.
What's the IP address for your server?
Yeah.
All right, get this actress's name. Patrick Stewart. Okay, good. Oh wait, no, Daphne Keane. Look how much did Daphne Keane get paid?
Probably. I don't know. It might have been like The Force Awakens, or like the unknown actors got like $500,000.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
How much did Daisy really only got like 500?
They didn't even make $1 million for that.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say. Screw that movie to oblivion. I don't know if that's been released to the public yet.
Yeah.
The tax returns have not been released yet.
Yeah, they haven't been audited yet. Yeah, I thought. See, when it kind of lost me because it was telling an emotional story, how Logan is tired of losing people and other people suffering for his choices. So that's the first 2 acts up to the farm scene.
Yeah.
For the most part. And then, like, we get to
Eden.
Yeah, we get to Eden and it's just like rushed and let's go across the border and like it lost all the emotional. Yeah, like he has the emotional connection with Laura at the end, but it would have been cooler if it's just them two fighting through the border. I know now I'm just speaking in theoreticals, but what pulled me in was that it's not an origin story, first of all. Like, it's a closing story.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a closing story before. Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight
That was
Rises.
crap.
Wow.
That look on your face.
But, like, it's a guy who wants to get out. Like,
He
he's
wants to
tired.
die?
Yeah.
Oh, like his last line was like, "This is what it feels like."
Yeah.
Or to be loved, or like to love somebody.
No, that was to die, I think.
No,
Actually, no, it could be taken either way.
No, it was.
No.
I think it's Louie.
They were focusing on the hand holding.
She said daddy.
They were literally focusing on the
Yeah.
hand
No,
holding.
I don't think it was like that's what it feels like to love, because he's loved.
What?
He loved Jean Grey.
No, that's what it feels like to have
die.
a daughter.
I think
No,
it was-
to
I
have
think it
a
was
daughter
to
and
die.
be loved.
Because he's always
I mean,
wanted
yeah,
to die.
It's both. He's finally moral because he's sick now, but he's the final one. This connect. They emphasize the hand holding so much in that movie.
It's not to die.
I wouldn't say it's 100% to die. I'd say it's maybe at least half.
I think I did think it was to love, and then I thought, no, it's actually probably to die.
I didn't understand what he said before that. He said, "So they made you out of me," or something like that. He said something like that, and I couldn't understand. Also, when she's reciting at his grave, she says, "No, go back to your mom and tell them there's no more guns in the valley," because she's like saying something Logan said earlier, but I couldn't figure out when. Look, I don't know.
I don't remember the guns in the valley, but the only part I remember saying at his grave was, didn't she say there's water? Like Logan did at Charles' graves?
Oh, wait. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
she
get...
said there's water, and then she choked up, and then she walked away with her friends. I don't know.
No, she gave a whole spiel. It was Logan's, like, whole spiel.
Uh,
Also, what is the water thing?
That was just because.
This Charles, like, at peace at rest next to the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah, because I thought he was going to actually, like, the third time around, he was going to say his whole spiel, but then there's nothing. Also, I liked all the tripping out scenes when when it's Dr. X and everybody's. Also, best action sequence, maybe not like of all time, but when everybody's frozen and he's like clawing through the walls.
Yeah, the Roger of Inception going down the hallway.
Dude, it was so. I thought, I don't want to say. I don't know. I feel like after I come out of movies, I say it was the perfect movie, and then like a few weeks later, I realized. So I don't want to say it now,
The
but
first
like
few months after the Phantom Menace was released, it was all raving reviews and 5 out of 5, and see what happened now.
yeah. Ooh, $88 million its first weekend. I want to find this quote.
How much was it made for? 7? So it's 7 million.
80 million. What?
How much was it made for?
Yeah, 80.
Oh, so it's already made its budget back.
No,
Yeah.
budget is 97 million estimated.
Yeah,
It'll be
There's no living with a killing. There's no going back from it. Right or wrong, it's a brand that sticks. There's no going back.
Oh, yeah, that.
Now you run on home to your mother and tell her that everything's all right and there aren't any more guns in the valley. When somebody said that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that at all, actually.
It's escaped my memory as well.
Maybe.
We're a terrible movie.
Maybe they tried. Maybe that was the idea of the director. Like, let's really throw him off.
Yeah.
What'd you
No.
What'd you think of the scene of the kids running away in the forest at the end?
Oh yeah. the little
Obligatory
black
one trips over a log, one falls into a mud
I
pile.
think that was kind of like those mutants could have totally taken out those.
Yeah, that was a carbon
Yeah.
copy of what happened when Stryker in X-Men 2 invaded the mansion and all the kids were using their powers. Some were getting caught and stuff. But it's like this one girl just showed that she could lift up the earth. And, she used pine needles to kill someone. It's like, when you're running wide, like, take a stand.
Yeah.
Like, with the little black kid is like static shock. Like, what's he doing? Just electrocuting people.
I don't understand how they could have tackled him. They just touched him and they would have shocked him.
It'd be pretty hard to take down anyway.
George was laughing at everyone.
See, now the thing, maybe I'm just completely ignorant, but it was revealed that they were created in test tubes mothered by Mexican teens. How is that kid African level black?
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't he be light skinned? Why is he?
There's probably been a black X-Men.
Huh? No, I'm saying if they
black plus Hispanic
wouldn't it be a light skin? What?
Maybe
when is
there was just a
when
black
is 50% of the genes
Yeah.
account for all of the pigmentation?
Maybe there's just a black chick living in Mexico.
Oh, maybe so.
I mean, it's okay.
Email the director of Logan.
That's my biggest takeaway.
I found
from
a
the
plot
film.
hole.
No, there was.
What?
Pay me and I'll keep quiet.
What was the plot hole?
No, I can't remember now. I was like a second. Oh yeah, his beard got cut at one point, and I was like, that doesn't match his other beard.
Yeah. Wait. What do
No,
you
like it was just
when
random.
they cut his beard.
No.
It just randomly got
continuity errors.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a
yeah,
continuity, yeah. But not an actual plot hole.
Did you have any other gripes other than the kids?
I gotta go. So you guys can actually just wrap up if you guys just want to talk, and you can borrow my laptop.
Wait, what time is it?
It's 10:57.
You gotta go.
We've been talking for 30 minutes.
You've been talking for 29.
Oh damn, time flies.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Or if you guys just want to record, then just bring me back my laptop one day or something.
I mean, I can swing it by tomorrow if you don't want to wait till Monday for your
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think my
We have the technology, Matthew.
the auto vehicular technology.
All right. Goodbye, movie bros. Goodbye, movie
Guys,
hosts.
You're out of
we're
the shot.
losing-
You're out of the shot already.
Guys, this is just symbolizing the transition from Matt being the host to me taking over.
All right.
There he goes.
See you, my dudes.
Exit stage right.
So I believe
Now
you
that we got
asked
that
me.
kid out of here.
You asked me if I had any other gripes with him.
Wait, should I walk him? Should I walk him out or just?
We're all close enough. You don't need to say goodbye. You'll see him.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have any other major gripes?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to give it some more thought. Maybe pirate it and watch it again to see if I notice anything different. But
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's been enough time to process exactly what I thought of it, so it's too short. Maybe on next week's episode, I'll give you my actual analysis and rundown of what I thought of the
Write a
film.
review.
Yeah, maybe put it on Rotten Tomatoes.
Certified fresh. It's got like a 90%, right?
Something like that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's deservedly so.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Like I said, I don't know. Maybe I need to watch Dark Knight again, but the thing with Dark Knight that sticks out to me is that there's a whole lot of nothingness between great scenes. You know, there's like, yes, you have the hit me, and all the like the Joker stabbing the pencil.
Want to see a magic trick?
Yeah, like obviously Heath Ledger is great in that movie, but like there's a lot of stuff you don't remember in that movie, and I probably won't remember everything from Logan either. But I felt like there was never a dull moment, other than like
like I said for both the recent Star Wars movies, like I'm not gonna watch that from like at least until a year from now. But like Logan, if I had the movie in front of me right now, I'd probably sit down and watch it again. I mean, for what it's worth, my opinion is that I loved it that much, and for what my standard is, if the movie bros fans out there value my opinion or anything, but I definitely watch it again. So
Gets Big Lou's
I hold it in high esteem. Big Lou gives it 2 fat thumbs up.
So you aren't gonna watch The Last Jedi, or are you gonna go see it?
I said I'm not rewatching it again. So I won't rewatch the Rogue One until like.
Oh yeah, but are you gonna go see Last Jedi?
Oh, I have to, man.
Yeah,
I have
so
to.
you can bash on it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I've come around a little bit to. I didn't like Rogue One when I saw it.
Yeah.
I guess we could segue out of Logan now.
Yeah, goodbye, Logan.
Goodbye, Logan. On to the most controversial movie discussion between me and Louie.
I got high blood pressure, man. Don't rile me up.
It's
It's late at night, man.
I need to find my. Oh boy, do I have a hat for you, Louie?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
The best Star Wars character of all time, Boba Fett. This is so nerdy.
It's not nerdy.
So, I agree with you. Right? Actually, no. You said Rogue One was your favorite, so I don't.
Rogue One, because we had the whole breaking the formula discussion. That's mainly why.
But it didn't. That was my gripe. It was like
breaking the formula from a nostalgic.
Yeah, I guess.
Nostalgic. I can't find a word for. Circle.
Yeah.
The fans know what I mean. You guys know.
A nostalgic bleep.
Oh, series scene. Oh, let's throw C-3PO in there. Oh, money, billions made. Yay.
Yeah. But like, I gotta watch Force Awakens again. Because I'll probably think differently of it now. I did see it 3 times in theaters though, Louie. That's how hyped I was for it. But, like, it is almost a carbon copy of A New Hope. And, like, I get, at the time I said they played it safe. But, like, looking back now, I feel like it won't be as memorable. You know, in like 30 years. You can admit at least that the original Star Wars movies, for a lot of people, are memorable.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's so many scenes that stick out in like cinema history. Definitely. But I think looking back, like 30 years from now, people aren't gonna remember the Wrath Tar, or is that what it is?
The Rancor?
No. The like tentacle monsters
on
the ship.
It's literally called something like the Oogly Boogly.
Oh yeah, what is it? Tentacle monsters.
Ranthtar or something.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the one from Rogue One that got in Bodhi's mind.
Oh yeah, for like 30 seconds.
That brilliant.
Rathtar.
Rathtar. Yeah.
No one's gonna remember the Rathtar scene or the cheesy like. That's not how the Force works. Like
I've never seen so much green in the galaxy. God.
I don't think it deserves the bashing that you give it. Like it's a good movie. Good. I don't know about great anymore.
I don't know if I can bring myself to calling it good.
It's not.
On my second watch of it, like I was just completely unenthralled, unentertained, and unsatisfied.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you wasted however much this Blu-ray costed.
But like.
I guess I just have a different perspective on it because the analogy I've used with you guys before is that I compare the Star Wars movies to the Super Bowl. There's only one Super Bowl. I mean, it's obviously there's not a Star Wars movie, but like it's the main event. Of course, everyone's gonna see it while ignoring the 99 other percent of the universe. So like when I'd go on Twitter when Force Awakens came out, it's like good to see a female lead. And I replied to a few of them. It's a good thing the Star Wars universe isn't only 7 movies spanned out over 35 years. Like,
but then like, why don't you get mad at people that say they love Logan and have never read an X-Men comic book?
Because you admitted it. Like,
yeah.
You don't go around saying, "Oh, I love X-Men, I love Logan." It's like
I get what you're saying.
It's just like the Cubs won the World Series, and everyone and their grandmother turned out to be a Cubs fan. They crawled out of the closets and the woodworks. It's like I had the unfortunate curse of going to school in Chicago when that happened. It's like these kids, like I wore Cubs stuff, and they tried to make a conversation with me, and within 5 seconds it was evident they had no clue what they were talking about. That's the stuff that pisses me off. It's like you only make an effort to watch the Super Bowl quote. It's like you're only watching the main stuff. There's 99% of the regular season. It's like, God, it's the whole bandwagon thing, which I'm upset at. I think that's my reasoning for not liking Force Awakens.
But George Lucas never had like a. Do you think he had a plan for an extended universe when he made that?
No, I didn't think he expected to get that big.
Yeah. So like, then. Oh God, it's tough. I don't know. It's like it's all abstract at this point.
Come on, grill me, son. What do you got?
No, I'm not trying to grill you. I'm just saying like people, if they love the movies and that's all they know, then why should they have to justify?
Because I argue that if you love something, you devote as much time as you can to it. I love the NBA. I'm not just gonna watch. My favorite team is the Timberwolves, but I see. My problem is I take people at their word. When they say they're a fan of something, I give them the benefit of the doubt, and I think and I assume that they go above and beyond normal bandwagon levels. So I guess that's my position. If you tell me you love the NBA, but you can't name all the teams, like, okay. Like, I think you have the words love and fan confused, and I think the word fan is overused. I'd like to see the word spectator. I'm a spectator of the Cubs during the month of November when they're in the World Series, and I disregard all the other 8 months of the baseball season.
I get you.
That's where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
It's a purist argument.
Yeah. I get you. I just don't think. Yeah. I get what you're saying if people overuse the word fan.
Yeah, overword I know you told me Mrs. Recker loves this. When I see girls on Twitter, go my Cubbies, go Chris Bryant, I love his eyes. It's like, that's completely apparent. You have no idea what you're talking about. Like, just because something is hip or in doesn't mean you need to hop on board.
I get you. But people enjoyed The Force Awakens.
Just like they enjoyed The Phantom Menace and episodes 2 and 3 after they came out. I say give it time.
Yeah.
Get another year or so. Then and when people watch it for the 3rd and 4th time, we'll see what they say of it.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot riding on The Last Jedi, because there are those people. Like it's pretty apparent to most people that it was a carbon copy of A New Hope. So I think if The Last Jedi just comes and follows Empire Strikes Back, then people are still gonna see the 9th one or whatever, and it's gonna make a shit ton of money. But like,
yeah, of course it's gonna make a shit ton of money.
But like, I don't know. I think you'll see it initially, but you will see more of like this. Disney is literally just cashing out and just like redoing
whatever works.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, when I went to see Force Awakens, I'm like, yes, I am on board with this whole...
I saw you at the theater that night.
I was like, 3 Star Wars movies a year, dude. We're doing this. I'm going to get a Han Solo film, which still could be good with Donald Glover.
I don't know how I feel about that pick, that casting choice.
I don't. I talked to Cav about it. Donald Glover, like, plays all the awkward... I've never seen Community, but... And a lot of the stuff, he's like an awkward... quirky person, and like Lando Calrissian, you need that like swagger.
Sly, jive talking, smooth, soothsaying criminal.
He's not.
I just don't see him unless he really shows us his acting potential and fulfills that role.
Yeah, but, like he can do it.
But like if I'm thinking like black actor that I'll see in like like a space cantina, like bargaining, like playing. I don't think
it's not like a skinny Donald Glover in like his weird sweaters.
I don't see that. So.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe he'll wow us, maybe we'll stand corrected, which I'm sure we'll make an episode about when the time comes.
True. But the fact that I'm more excited for those films now than the episodic ones is like, I don't know. I kind of got burned out. I got burned out, to be honest. Like, you can only take so much Star Wars. But I think there's... Gosh, I don't know. Because it happened to Marvel. You see a lot more people saying, I'm done. Like, I don't care about whatever's coming out. I've talked about it before, but like I really don't care for any other Marvel movies other than Guardians of the Galaxy. After that, I'm done. But like,
see, I'm the exact opposite. I despise Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was, I don't know. That one's just kind of like a weird one to me because it was funny, like 70s. You have the 70s music, which I know is like, music is like basically nothing in the movie, but like...
What are you talking about, man? CCR saved songs.
Yeah, true. But I think there's... you've talked about it too before, like this downward trend of just commercializing.
Ooh.
I don't know, dude.
This is what I made an appearance in episode 1 for.
You did. You did. And that was why La La Land was so refreshing at the time.
It's a fresh take.
Mm-hmm. Because you didn't see the studios, like the studio's motive, you know? You saw the director, Damien Chazelle, who's wanted to make that movie for like, I don't know, 15 years. It's like his passion project. You know the story he was trying to tell. He didn't have some executive breathing down his neck that we have, like, poor J.J. Abrams. Not poor J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams, I don't know, that's weird. But like...
Gag.
Okay, I'll use a better example.
No,
Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers probably just saying we gotta build this universe.
It's
It's just sad because
so sad.
it's like it's not a story being told anymore. It's cashing out. We gotta make that money, you know? No one wants to tell a story anymore, but rather cash out.
See, where Marvel went big is that they, instead of just keeping to the main formula of, oh, here's Iron Man, Ant-Man, who, like, if you told me 10 years ago that we were going to see not even the Hank Pym original version of Ant-Man, the second incarnation of Ant-Man, like, I would have not believed you. I would have...
Yeah.
It's the thing with DC... Let's see, we had Brandon Ruth, of course, all the Reeves Supermans, different, not connected stories. Brandon Ruth Superman was a colossal failure.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Henry Cavill, Man of Steel, like, oh, no, not that good. And then and how many reboots of Batman have there been? Like, they're just forcing the same garbage down our throats. But with Marvel, oh, here's Ant-Man, like, the general public doesn't know about him. Like, Black Panther's getting his own movie, like, general public didn't really know about him.
But it's the same story every time.
Because they're all origin film. The first one's all origin film. Thor, Iron Man, the Hulk.
But it's the same formula. Like, hey, Stan Lee shows up.
Oh,
hey,
I hate that. I hate that.
But it's quirky humor. A superhero that doesn't want to put on the suit, but they put it on anyway, and they start to like it, and then it's just like it's the same formula every time, and I'm tired of it.
That's why I have really high hopes for Black Panther, hoping they go against that formula a bit instead of the reluctant superhero. T'Challa embraces the role of being the Wakandan king in Black Panther.
Can you text Cav? I gotta figure out his password.
I'm not gonna text him while he's driving.
I hope
just gonna encourage
I
bad
hope it's
behavior.
I hope it's still recording.
It has to be. What if it's not?
Oh God. Do do do.
I texted him. He said Wagon edits these.
Yeah.
How much you paying him?
Nothing.
Good.
I brought it up in practice, and he's like, "I'd love to."
I'm texting him right now.
Wagon.
QAZ 200,000 numerals. Wait, he said wait. That's not the password.
Oh what?
QAZ 20,000. No commas. That's it. Okay. Thanks. It's still recording, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're at 45 right now.
Yeah, we gotta make this at least an hour.
No. I mean, we're probably at 40 right now since we'll cut.
What's the usual?
40-ish.
Oh, okay. So how do you want to wrap it up?
I don't know. We could just do a summary. Star Wars sucks.
according to Lou. The movies do, not the universe. Everything else is brilliant.
DC sucks.
The movies. The movies.
Oh, wait. I guess we should. Do I have to claps? No, I didn't move the camera.
Okay.
Or should we? Nah. Yeah, we'll do one for Wagon. 1, 2, 3. Wagon said it helps, so.
Alright.
Yeah, DC sucks, Star Wars sucks, Marvel sucks.
The DC movies suck, the Star Wars movies suck. The recent Marvel movies have been good.
You heard it here from Louie, everything in cinema right now sucks.
Hollywood sucks.
It does. Except Logan.
That could change upon a second and third viewing of the film.
Mm-hmm. It could, because, I don't know, some of it's already leaving my mind right now.
Of Logan?
Yeah, and that's not a good sign. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it's still there, kind of.
What did you know? I asked Cav what he did. What did you not like about the film?
Just that, there wasn't ever really a connection between Logan and the daughter, Laura.
I don't think there can be much of a connection between a test tube daughter that's formed from like random DNA that was picked up from somewhere.
But it felt like they went from zero connection to we love each other.
A deathbed confession.
Yeah,
a deathbed proclamation.
Yeah, there was never anything in between, and that for me it was like, all right, you made her mute for the first hour and a half, and I didn't know nothing really developed in this character besides yeah. She grunted so much that she got paid a bunch to just slice a bunch of people. But and then she starts talking, and it's broken English and Spanish. And then
that's what I don't understand. You know Logan doesn't understand your Spanish. Why are you speaking Spanish and then immediately afterwards in perfect non-broken English speaking the English like, ugh.
It was like, and then they go to Eden or whatever. She gets mad at him. Like, I guess I'll be fine.
You did this for the money, right?
Yeah.
The pesos.
And then he dies in her arms, and they love each other. There was nothing in between that showed. I don't know if he would have been awake on the car ride or something. And if they would have just put a scene in where it's just like father-daughter bonding, even though they don't really know each other at all, but something to show me that they care about each other somewhat. They have been put together by circumstances where they don't want to be together at all. But don't just jump to this where they're crying in each other's arms at the very end without any stuff in between. You know, that was my gripe.
I actually kind of like that because every instance we've seen with Logan Wolverine, he's had a tough love. He's had a tough love with his brother. He loved Jean for all those years, but Scott was in the way. So like finally at the end of his life, he's actually able to love someone, you know, while he's mortal. I think that was a good ending to all these years of being like getting cucked. Getting cucked by Scott Summers or by his brother, just like literally trying to kill him a few times. So I liked the ending. I mean,
I did too. Like I said, that was really my only gripe. That they kind of ran away from the emotional part of it.
Yeah.
That it was, because what pulled me into it was that it wasn't a superhero movie. You know, it was, but it stands alone, like we talked about at the beginning. And then they kind of went away from that in the third act, and they were just like, here are all these people with powers, take that, and have this girl breathe on the guy's arm and cut it off. I do love how they just embrace the hard R too. I was like,
like we said earlier, just the opening scene is like, you know what, this means business. Like, let's go, let's freaking go.
They knew what they were doing. They didn't ever. And Dr. X drops a bunch of F-bombs the whole time. Like that. I thought that was awesome. So
my favorite line was, "And you left me for that effing albino."
Yeah.
Poor Caliban. He should get his own standalone meal. No, I'm joking.
Caliban.
Maybe
standalone.
Marvel's done like 1 hour animated standalone, so I'd like to see one for Caliban.
True.
So.
You send an email.
I'm starting the Caliban standalone for that movement. So if you're
start
on board,
GoFundMe.
hop on board. Donate to my Patreon channel.
Well, with that, I think we recommend Logan.
Definitely. Even more so recommend Kong.
Yeah. Kong, see twice. Taking everything.
Twice in the same day.
Yeah. and never watch a Star Wars movie ever again.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, if you want to watch Star Wars, you want to watch the Super Bowl, watch the Super Bowl.
Go watch
Star
the
Wars
Super Bowl.
movies. Immerse yourself in everything else that comes with the Super Bowl Star Wars movie. There's so much more out there.
Sure. Educate yourself.
Stay woke, people.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
Well, it's been a ride, Louie.
And thank you. I'd like to say thank you for having me on. This has been, like I said, a lifelong dream of mine ever since I learned about this podcast. It's already a month and a half old, 2 months old. So.
Yep. We still.
So just remember me when you guys hit the big time.
We will. We'll bring you on our 100th anniversary episode.
Oh my God! At the rate you guys are going through, like 5 years from now.
We'll start getting on it more. Because right now there's a lot of good movies out. So.
Yeah, and you can probably talk about Marvel for the next 5 episodes.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't mean for this to go back to Marvel. Actually, we went to Star Wars.
You know, it was fun. We started off with Kong, Skull Island, the Logan, then we freaking Star Wars, Marvel, DC.
We got a whole mix of it.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, movie hosts.
Yeah. Stay woke, stay hoes out there. Ho fist ended.
Ho fist. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Click, like, favorite, and subscribe. Let's try and get to 1 million likes on this video.
Smash that effing like button.
Alright.
That was beautiful.
How do I stop? I don't want to mess this up.
So how long does it take Wagon to edit these?
How do I stop it? I don't want to get rid of it. Is that... Okay.
You just click. Oh my God, we got 51 minutes of footage for him.
I gotta stop my phone too. Hope it
Alright.
didn't die. Bye.